Did you know that the desert can be a great place to raise fish? Pools of salty water and climatic conditions in the Negev and Arava are ideal for advanced aquaculture techniques and commercial production. Properly cultivated, both decorative and edible species of fish can thrive under these conditions. Furthermore, growing fish in deserts not only generates a nice income to the farmers, but it also relieves the pressure on the land, which is often excessive in deserts and other dry lands, and leads to desertification. This is because cultivating fish requires less land and less water than the cultivation of dry land's conventional crops. There is, however, a problem. Various diseases can affect the quality of the fish and even wipe out entire stocks. Available drugs and antibiotics fail to provide an adequate response to many diseases and infections, and they can damage the quality of the water. This is just one of the problems being tackled by Dr. Dina Zilberg and her team at the Jacob Blaustein Institutes for Desert Research at Ben-Gurion University of the Negev. Here, researchers are trying to develop innovative natural solutions to deal with these diseases and infections.
Our lab has developed close contacts with local aquaculture farms. We have been working quite closely. This connection with the farms gives us the opportunity to see their problems and understand them. Often we see things that are new to us and even new to science in general. We try to direct our research to solve these problems, and the great satisfaction to us is when we see our research results being implemented on the farms.
One solution to a common bacterial infection was found right under the noses of the researchers themselves in their own backyards and throughout the Negev. It is none other than the rosemary shrub. A series of experiments have found it to be a cheap and readily available alternative for some of the medications used to treat ailing fish. Researchers are fascinated by the fact that though bacteria can develop resistance to antibiotics, they don't seem to be able to develop any immunity to rosemary. They assume that the herb contains a variety of effective ingredients which, when bundled together, prevents the bacteria from becoming resistant to the natural components. Scientists of the Algae Biotechnology Laboratory looked as far afield as Japan for another natural remedy. There they found microalgae that produce arachidonic acid, an omega-6 fatty acid essential for immunization among fish. Very few living organisms are able to produce this acid, but these microalgae can, and in large amounts too. After intensive examination, these natural medicines made of herbs and algae were found to be no less effective than traditional medications. Unlike antibiotics, organic materials given to fish have no adverse impact on the water, so the water in which the fish are raised can later be recycled. This is especially important at a time when water conservation is so important, and not just in desert areas. This research has significantly reduced both the incidence of disease and fish mortality and enabled farmers to recycle the water used in fish ponds. So the next time you decide to have a desert fish for dinner, you can be sure that it will not only be tasty, it will be healthy too.